A Summary of Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. How humans became the dominant species on Earth. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, where I share summaries and reviews of some of the most interesting and influential books in history. Today, I'm going to talk about Sapiens, a book by Yuval Noah Harari, a professor of history at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. Sapiens is a book that tells the story of humankind, from the origins of our species to the present day, and even to the possible future. It explores how we evolved, how we conquered the world, how we created civilizations, cultures, religions, and empires, and how we are facing the challenges of the 21st century. Sapiens is not a typical history book. It does not focus on the details of wars, kings, or dates. Instead, it zooms out and looks at the big picture, the patterns, and the forces that shaped our history and our destiny. It asks some profound and provocative questions, such as, what makes us human? What makes us different from other animals? What are the sources of our power and our misery? What are the consequences of our actions and choices? And what are the possibilities and dangers that lie ahead of us? Sapiens is a book that will make you think, question, and wonder about yourself and the world you live in. It will challenge some of your assumptions and beliefs, and it will inspire you to learn more and to seek the truth. In this summary, I will try to give you an overview of the main ideas and insights of the book, but I highly recommend that you read the book yourself because it is full of fascinating stories, examples, and arguments that I cannot cover in this short video. So, let's begin. Part 1. The Cognitive Revolution. The first part of the book is about the cognitive revolution, which happened about 70,000 years ago, when our ancestors, Homo sapiens, developed a new kind of language and thinking that gave them an edge over other human species and animals. Harari argues that the key to our success was our ability to create and share fiction or imagined realities, such as myths, gods, nations, laws, and human rights. These fictions enabled us to cooperate in large numbers, to form complex societies, and to spread across the globe. Harari also explains how our cognitive abilities allowed us to invent new technologies, such as fire, tools, and weapons, that increased our chances of survival and reproduction. However, he also points out that our cognitive revolution was not necessarily a blessing for other species, or even for ourselves, as we caused the extinction of many animals and plants, and we also suffered from anxiety, violence, and inequality. Part 2. The Agricultural Revolution. The second part of the book is about the Agricultural Revolution, which happened about 12,000 years ago, when some humans began to domesticate plants and animals, and to settle in permanent villages and towns. Harari argues that this was one of the most significant events in history, as it changed the way we live, eat, work, and relate to each other. He also argues that this was not necessarily a good thing for us, as we became dependent on a few crops and animals, we worked harder and longer, we suffered from diseases and famines, and we created hierarchical and oppressive societies. Harari also explains how the agricultural revolution led to the emergence of new fictions, such as money, religion, and politics, that facilitated trade, cooperation, and expansion. However, he also points out that these fictions also caused conflicts, wars, and exploitation. Part 3. The Unification of Humankind. The third part of the book is about the unification of humankind, which happened in the last few millennia, when humans connected the different parts of the world through trade, exploration, colonization, and globalization. Harari argues that this was a remarkable achievement, as we created a single global society with common values, norms, and institutions. He also argues that this was a result of three universal orders, or fictions, that united us: money, empire, and religion. He explains how money enabled us to exchange goods and services, how empire enabled us to impose order and stability, and how religion enabled us to justify and legitimize our actions and beliefs. However, he also points out that these orders also had negative effects, such as exploitation, oppression, and intolerance. Part 4. The Scientific Revolution. The fourth and final part of the book is about the scientific revolution, which happened in the last few centuries when humans developed a new way of thinking and investigating the world based on observation, experimentation, and reason. Harari argues that this was the most important revolution in history, as it enabled us to discover the laws of nature, to invent new technologies, and to transform our environment and ourselves. He also argues that this was driven by two factors: the admission of ignorance and the pursuit of power. He explains how admitting that we don't know everything opened the door to learning and innovation, and how pursuing power over nature and over other humans motivated us to apply our knowledge and skills. However, he also points out that the scientific revolution also brought new challenges and dangers, such as ecological destruction, nuclear weapons, and biotechnology. Conclusion. Sapiens is a book that tells the story of our species from the dawn of our existence to the present day, and even to the possible future. It is a book that explores the origins, the evolution, and the impact of our cognitive, agricultural, and scientific revolutions. It is a book that examines the role of fiction, money, empire, and religion in shaping our history and our destiny. It is a book that challenges us to think critically and creatively about ourselves and the world we live in. It is a book that inspires us to learn more and to seek the truth. I hope you enjoyed this summary, and I hope you will read the book yourself, because it is full of fascinating stories, examples, and arguments that I could not cover in this short video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel for more summaries and reviews of great books.